In this episode of Arcane Travels, I'm joined by my friend Brad Livingston, and we're going to Helsinki, Finland. More specifically, we're going to check out the Helsinki Distilling Company. They are the first distillery in all of Helsinki in over 100 years. We're not only going to learn how the Helsinki Distilling Company distills their alcohol, we're also going to try some of their best spirits. All that and more coming up. I'm Adam Guest. I've been to 30 plus countries, I speak 9 languages, and my goal is to show you the coolest things in the world. These are my arcane adventures.
Hi, my name is Marietta Kuivanen, and I'm the brand ambassador at the Helsinki Distilling Company.
So the Helsinki Distilling Company is actually the first distillery in Helsinki since Prohibition. And we've been dying to know why there hasn't been a distillery in this city for over 100 years. Can you explain that to us?
Well, the main reason is that Finland is actually, we're still living in a monopoly system here. So even though we're part of the EU, there's an alcohol monopoly in Finland, which means that there's only one place owned by the state which can sell spirits.
Really?
Retail spirits, yeah. So the Prohibition era was from 1919 to 1932, and after that we jumped straight into a monopoly.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there used to be about 9 or 10 private distilleries in Helsinki before the Prohibition era, but after that.
So why don't you tell us, what do you think sets your distillery apart? The spirits that you guys produce, what do you think makes them different or should make people want to drink them?
Well, they're made from Finnish tap water, first of all. So, we have some of the best ingredients here in Finland, which are just really pure in the sense that we're right up here in the north. A lot of the water that is from melted glaciers, so it's really good quality. But besides that, we're a distillery doing things in an urban way here in the center of the city.
It's crazy how much work goes into distilling these spirits, and I was super impressed at Marietta and how much knowledge she had about how this process is actually done.
Okay, so we're actually in the factory now, and this is where the whiskey making processes begin. It all starts with the malted grain. This is what it looks like. Basically just some barley or rye is what we use here. And we have a mash tank where we first make a big porridge out of all of it, and then we transfer it into the fermentation tanks where we'll add the yeast and begin the fermentation process. This takes about a week, and if everything's gone well during that week, the yeast has been active and the temperatures have been stable, then we basically have around 8 to 10% wort after that. This is the distillation room where all of the magic happens. And these are all the products that we'll be making with these stills. We have a 300 liter copper Carl GmbH pot still. You can take a look inside actually too. So that's where we'd add the wort and put about 300 liters in there at a time and then start heating it up. Distillation is just a more fancy word for evaporation. So here we have 2 barrels. These are 250 liters. These are some of our biggest barrels that we use here. We have all different sizes. The smallest are 28 liters. Different kinds of barrels too. These ones are actually used Pedro Jimenez barrels, so we'll use this for the finish. You can use different kinds of used barrels from sweet wines or bourbons or sherries to give your whiskey an extra nice aroma at the finishing part of the maturation process. So the speciality that we have in the Helsinki dry gin is that we actually distill it with Finnish lingonberries. So I don't know if you're familiar with them, little red berry that's really sour. So here, if you'd like to try it. The lingonberry basically gives it a long aftertaste, but yeah. Olla hyvä ja
I can smell the
kippis.
spice.
Yeah.
Okay, kippis.
Kippis.
Kippis. Kippis. That's cheers and finish.
Oh, you really did down it. Proper.
Didn't realize it was good. Any other
Is
way?
that not the fancy way to do it?
A lot of the gins, classically juniper is the main ingredient for gin, so it has to have a lot of juniper in it. And basically, we use a lot of ingredients that smooth out the juniper. So there's some rose petals and the lingonberry, as I said, so that gives it a really fruity
I think
note.
it was the lingonberry that really hit it.
Right.
I think that's what. I think that's the taste that I got the most of, and I think that's
I
why
love
liked
those
it.
lingonberries, you know. By the end of the tour, me and Brad had more than our fair share of Finnish spirits. It is a tipsy journey that we won't soon forget. So if you're in Helsinki, Finland, and you want to try something more than just the basic store-bought alcohol, definitely check out the Helsinki Distilling Company. If you enjoyed the video, the biggest way to help out is to contribute to our Patreon. Patrons will be able to see behind-the-scenes clips that won't be released on YouTube. They'll also have a say in what cities I check out, and finally, they'll be able to chat with me directly. So show your support and check out the Patreon. Stay tuned for the next episode where I continue my journey through Europe.